For this video, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with the original Pac-Man motherboard versus the BitKit2. We're going to compare the two by using the stacked pattern. Here's a little chart I created to keep track of which patterns we use throughout the keys. You can see the first through the fourth key, we're going to use the same pattern, the apple pattern that we were using. But then when we get to the fifth key, we're going to use the pattern, amazingly, called the fifth key pattern. And then for the sixth key, we're going to go back to the apple pattern for the last time, and then on to the seventh and eighth key, where we're going to use the fifth key pattern 2 more times, and then finally to the ninth key, where we're going to use the stacked pattern, and that's the pattern that's going to take us all the way to the kill screen. But for this video, we're just going to focus on the stacked pattern. So the stacked pattern starts by going to the right. I choose the stack pattern to get me to the kill screen because it seemed like it was the most forgiving and worked on nearly every platform. I'm going to slow down here for a second. You'll notice that the timing is slightly off between the original and the BitKit2, where pinky is going to the left on the BitKit2 and going down on the original. But you'll find out that the ghosts kind of stack up together, and it really doesn't matter for the rest of the pattern. For this reason, I think this is why the stack pattern is popular. You know, the lines are relatively simple and symmetrical, and you could have small timing lags and still complete the pattern. Right here is where you find out if your timing was good. The ghosts get really close getting around the corners here. But if your timing was good, you'll make it through and you'll get to the end of the pattern and start over again. There we go. Only 234 boards to complete from here. Each board takes about 50 seconds, so that's about 3 hours and 15 minutes. You gotta keep focused and run this pattern over and over again. This is also the point at which I realized, you know, sometimes it's easier to blame yourself or blame the equipment. I blame the equipment. My 8-way micro switch joystick that came with my cocktail machine was pretty hard to corner and get the timing precise. So I ultimately switched to a 4-way Wiko joystick, leaf joystick, that the original Pac-Man came with. And ultimately I found this a lot easier to get through these 235 boards. So good luck. Thanks for watching.